Hello everybody. Today I'm going to start with a new case study. In this case study, the disaster is already made and the shipment was ready. At this point, I was called by the owner of the company and asked for my suggestions to get away from the problem. The problem, what he told me is, he made 10,000 units of blouses and 10,000 units of skirts in a viscose crinkled printed fabric. The fabric is first printed with dark colors and it's almost 80% coverage was there, and that fabric was having navy blue color, a red color, little bit of brown. So all these dark colors were in that particular fabric. When he called me up, I did not know what is the fabric and what are the problems. I told the exporter, who himself is an importer also, he is importing for US. So he asked for a suggestion here. I did not see the fabric, I did not see the defect, that's why I could not able to give him any solution to the case. Ultimately, he told me that he will be sending 10 blouses and 10 skirts with the stickers what is put by the inspection agency QS. I said okay to send the garments to my residence, and he has sent the garments to my residence on the following day. After seeing the fabric only, I realized this is a printed, wrinkle-free viscose fabric. So on this fabric, nobody studied the fabric earlier. What are the characteristics of the fabric? That too, when it is got printed with dark colors, the problems you are going to face is much more than a light color print. Okay, what was the defect I found? What was the defect the inspection agencies found and put the stickers on? Is only the yarn pulls, which is definitely a characteristic of the fabric and the print. So I called up the owner. I told him very clearly, this is entirely your marketing team's problem, who did not know about the fabric, who did not analyze the fabric characteristics with the fabric department. So they gone ahead and accepted the order without even highlighting or alerting the buyer. These are the character problem on that particular fabric. In a normal case, what the marketing team need to do is they need to cut swatches on the defective areas. I mean, if the defect is also not there, they need to make some defects and send the swatches to the buyer. Might be the yarn pull around 2 inches, 1.5 inch, 1 inch, and half an inch, so the buyer can see and give a commercial tolerance in the beginning before you buy the fabric, which is not done in this case. They bought the fabric, they made the garment. Now it has come to me for a solution. As a QA person, also, I cannot say, okay, the stickered pieces, they have wrongly put the stickers, because the inspection agency, what they have done is a good job they have done. According to them, yes, it is a defect. And any QA for that case, any QA check the garment, they will agree, yes, that is a defect which cannot be accepted unless there is a commercial tolerance taken from the buyer. This is what is missing in this case. So what I told the owner of the company is, okay, this is the mistake you have done. I'm not going to blame the inspecting agency for rejecting the consignment. Even if I am in his place, I could have done the same. Now, only way you can get out of this problem is get a commercial tolerance from the buyer, saying that you missed to take the prior approval for this kind of defects. Vaguely, if you are going and telling them give a commercial tolerance now, they may not accept it. So what you need to do is you need to go to the buyer and ask for a commercial tolerance, though you haven't logged earlier, and admit your mistake. It is your own mistake, but still they want a commercial tolerance at this point. Explain them. The fabric is crinkled, and moreover the garments are loose fitted garments with lot of gathers on the garment. This is the garment what you are supplied, this is the garment, so lots of gathers are there which is not going to be seen on the garment when somebody is wearing it. And according to the AQL also, you can say a defect which cannot be seen 3 feet away from the garment cannot be considered as a defect. You can tell that point also. Also request them to put the garments on the live models and on the mannequins. Let them check the garments 3 feet away from the garment. If they can see the defects easily, then yes, of course, they cannot accept it. If it is not visible, since the gathers are there, since the clustered prints are there, if it is not visible, then request them to accept the defect, and also tell them you are ready to accept any partial claims if at all they want to charge. This is how the advice I have given them. In turn, the factory, I mean the exporter and the importer from US, they wanted to see the garments on the dummy on the exporter's request, and they called the model and they fitted the garment on the model and seen all the 10 blouses and 10 skirts, and they could not able to find out that easily unless you carefully go and look at for the defect. They will not be they are not able to find out. On that basis, the buyer has said, okay, we are accepting the garments, but in future we will not give you any commercial tolerance if you are coming at the last minute at the time of shipment. Since we are going to lose our space on the stores, we are accepting this order and there is no claim put on the vendor. This is how the case was closed. And Of course, we cannot go at this point. Anything you want to take a tolerance, you need to go to the buyer much in advance, even before scissoring the fabric. That would be the best practice in this industry. Further, you have any queries on this case study or in the earlier case studies, you are welcome to put it on your comments so that I'll be answering in the next episode, whichever is coming first. Thank you.